Hi, I'm Sara Casanova, and I'll be performing Valerie from Queer.
Okay, take time, Sarah. Whenever you're ready. No need to rush.
One morning, I was in bed, and Daniel had gone to work. And I usually just lay there for a few hours, trying to stay asleep, really, I suppose. And the phone rang. And I just left it. I wasn't going to get it. But it was ringing for a long time. And eventually it stopped, and I was dropping off again. But then it started ringing again for a long time. And so I figured, it must have been Daniel trying to get me. Someone who knew I was there. So I went down and I answered it. And the line was very faint. It was like a cross line. And there were voices, but I couldn't hear what they were saying. And then I heard Eve. She said, "Mommy?" And I just said, yes. And she said she wanted me to come collect her. I mean, I didn't know whether this was a dream or if her leaving us had been a dream. I just said, "Where are you?" And she said she thought she was at Nana's in the bedroom, but Nana wasn't there. She was scared. And that there were children knocking in the walls, and the man was staring across the road, and he was looking up at her, and he was going to cross the road, and would I come get her? So I said I would. Of course I would. So I dropped the phone, and I ran out to the car in just the t-shirt I slept in, and I drove to Daniel's mother's house. I could hardly see. I was crying so much. I mean, I knew she wasn't going to be there. I knew she was gone. To think that wherever she was, and there was nothing I could do about it.
Lovely. Really nice, Sarah. Thank you. Yeah, very nice piece. Okay.
So,
write some notes on that.
Yeah, write some notes on that. What do we know about the play, Sarah?
I know it's about, it's like it's a very limited cast, and there's a lot of they're all sort of exchanging ghost stories and their personal experiences, and they're all just in a pub telling, exchanging stories.
I don't know the plays. So I wonder, I know of the play.
Yeah, right.
This particular story is so personal, isn't it? Normally when we tell ghost stories, there'll be a slightly disconnect between them, but this is so personal. So it makes me want to look at the play to see if every story is really, really personal. I wonder what's... And listening to it now, I think the key line is, she left us. I don't think she's possibly dead. I think this is who's the name of the people who lost their child in Portugal?
Oh yeah, the McCanns.
The McCanns. Do you know the story?
Yeah,
I think that's the kind of after all this time, they could still be alive, and that's almost worse. it's not worse, but you know what I mean? It's almost worse. There's no closure.
Yeah, I think that's sort of why she clings to the hope of that maybe there's a chance she will be, even though she isn't.
Anyway,
that's really good. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
How do we do that?
Yeah, because that's quite a nice emotional and contained thing. So I want to make it have a bigger version of it, I think.
Is it the gossipy movies?
Yeah, possibly, or the stand-up comedy. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might not work for that. I don't know.
Yeah,
let's try the let's try the gossipy neighbours over the fence.
Okay.
Let's try that. Okay.
Sure.
So the idea is, Sarah, that we'll take the chair back here to be like the fence.
Okay.
And sort of a fence back here, and we're over there having a barbecue, whatever, in our garden. And you're here, maybe you're sort of washing your windows or something, and you see us, and then it's gonna have that quality that's got to sort of travel over that fence, but also be a bit like gossipy.
Okay.
Yeah, so you never guess what happened, that kind of element to it. Okay.
Sure.
So I know it won't make much sense.
That's okay.
But just go with it. Just be really brave and bold and just up it.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of different style.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
it's
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing? Oh, sorry, not yet. I'll just have a chat. I see the windows are lovely and clean.
Yeah.
Must do ours. But,
Don't mind the barbecue smoke, do you?
No, it's great.
Okay.
Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
So, one morning.
What?
One morning.
Yeah.
One morning I'm in bed. And Daniel had gone to work.
Yeah.
And usually I just, I lay there for a few hours, just trying to stay asleep, really, I suppose. And the phone rang.
Okay.
And, I left that I wasn't going to get it, right? And it was ringing for a long time.
Yeah.
And then, eventually it stopped and I was dropping off again. But then it started ringing again.
Oh.
Was it one of those cold calls?
I don't know.
Sorry.
It was ringing, and then, I figured it must have been Daniel trying to get me, right? Someone who knew I was there.
Oh, okay.
So I go down and I answer it, and the line it's very faint. It's like a cross line, and there were voices, but I couldn't hear what they were saying.
Really?
And then I heard Neve.
What?
She said, "Mommy," and I said, yes. And she said she wanted me to come and collect her.
Really?
What?
Oh my God.
I didn't know whether this was a dream or if her leaving us had been a dream. I just, I said, "Where are you?"
That's weird.
And she said she thought she was at Nana's in the bedroom, but Nana wasn't there. And she was scared, and there were children looking in the walls, and the man was standing across the road, and he was looking up at her, and he was going to cross the road.
And Trevor, the sausages are burning.
and would I come get her?
No.
Wow.
And I said I would. Of course I would.
Yeah.
So, I dropped the phone, and I ran out to the car in just the t-shirt I slept in, and I drove to Daniel's mother's house. I could hardly see. I was crying so much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yay! Great! Stop there. Lovely, Sarah. I really like that. Great. Yeah, totally different vibe, obviously. But well done. Yeah, really nice to see that change. Great.
Good. So shall we have a go with the DNA speech? Is that the one?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Are you going to sit down and read it, stand up and read it, or take it when it's here? Look, there we go. What are you doing with that? You could come quite close to us if you want to. I can be Phil if you like.
Sure.
If you want me to be.
Just make sure that she's on
camera. Yeah. Yes, you are. You're there.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Just whenever?
Yeah, whatever you like. Take a moment.
Yeah, okay. What are you thinking? No, don't answer that. I'm sorry. That's so stupid. That's such a stupid... You can tell me, you can talk to me. I won't judge you. Whatever it is, whatever you're, you know, I won't. Is it me? Not that I mean, it wouldn't matter if you were, actually, so. Are you thinking about me? What good things? Phil? Or, I mean, is it a negative? Are you thinking negative things about? Not that I'm bothered. I'm not bothered. Phil, I'm not. It doesn't, I don't care. You know, I don't. What, like I talk too much? Is that it? Did I talk too much? You sitting there in absolute silence thinking, Leah talks too much, I wish she'd shut up once in a while. Is that it? Is that what you're? Because don't, you know, judge, you know, all right? Because I do. There, I'm admitting that I talk too much, so shoot me, kill me. Phil, call the police, lock me up, rip my teeth out with a pair of rusty pliers. I talk too much. What a crime. What a sin, what an absolute catastrophe, stupid, evil, ridiculous, because you're not perfect, actually, Phil. Okay? There. I've said it. You're not.
Yes, that was